Hey IRC, it's January 2018, January the 1st. We're going to be starting our daily devotionals with the Dare, and we're going to be going every day for the month of January. Every Wednesday night with our young adults, we're going to be studying this book. It's a 30-day challenge, and it's called the Dare. For the first day, it's pretty in your face. It says, put up or shut up. And it comes to Jesus in Luke chapter 9, verse number 18. And he asked the disciples that were with him, whom say the people that I am? And the disciples answered him, and some said that you are John the Baptist, and some said you're Elijah, but others said that you're a prophet who has risen from the dead. But here is the question that Jesus was really asking. He looked at the disciples that were with him that day, and he said, but who do you say that I am? And Peter looked at him and said, you are the Christ of God. In other words, you're the Son of God. Put up or shut up is all about lordship. It must have been a pretty intense hour between Jesus and his disciples that day. He was up in their face asking them hard questions and then giving them answers that were everything but sweet and pretty. That's how Jesus is sometimes. He's up in our face, but he gives us the answers that aren't always sweet and they're not always pretty, but they're ones that we really need to hear. You see, Jesus really wanted to know who they thought he was and who he was to them. It's a huge deal for the disciples in that day, but it's even more serious. It's still a huge deal for us today, to you and me both. So I want us to ask that question. Who is Jesus to us? Put up or shut up. Is Jesus just your Savior, or have you radically and purposely chosen to make him your Lord? A lot of people have different ideas about who Jesus is in their lives. And they don't have to say it, but they do show it by the way they live. So the Dare is all about who Jesus is to you. Who is Jesus to you really? Is he somebody that you call upon when you just need help? Or is he somebody you just throw up a Hail Mary to and hope to get you out of trouble? Or is he really your Lord? Because lordship means he is the end of everything in my life. My life is nothing without him. He's not just a piece of my life, he is my whole life. He's not just a friend of my life, he is my best friend. And I can't promise to be perfect, but he knows who I am and he accepts who I am. So who is Jesus to you? Is he your Lord? Let me give you two quick examples and that will make it very clear. But why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? He said in Luke chapter 4. Knowing that he was their master, he said, just calling me Lord, Lord doesn't mean that I'm going to save you, but you got to do what I do. The tragedy of the church world today is that people have been called to belief, but not to obedience. Let me explain. We feel that we just need to mentally say, believe in Jesus, and everything will be great. Belief is important, but simply believing in Jesus does not make someone an authentic Christian. If it did, the devil himself would be one of the biggest Christians, because in James 2:19 it said the demons also believe and tremble. So it's not just about belief, but it's about belief and obedience. So what is the cross in your life? Are you willing to take it up and follow Jesus every day? You see, it's got to be whatever it takes. Our will and God's will come together, and that's what makes the cross. And that's when we decide who we're going to follow. Has he just been someone to you, or is he the most important person in your life? He has to be the Lord, not just your Savior. So I dare you, ask the tough question today. We're either going to put up or shut up. Is he your Lord, or is he just a friend?